rebound with 2 seconds left. Modest beating the buzzer for three. What a night for
The 2024 NBA Draft, a year that wasn't exactly bursting with clear-cut stars. No obvious number one pick, no consensus future superstar to get the fans talking. The previous year, the hype was all about Victor Wembanyama, and in 2025, it's all about Cooper Flagg. But in between, the 2024 draft was seen as one of the weakest in recent memory. It didn't have that one player everyone was sure would be the future of the NBA. But there's a twist to this story. What if I told you that amid all the uncertainty, there was one player who could end up being the biggest steal of the entire draft? A player who was almost forgotten until it was nearly too late, but now could be one of the most dangerous threats in the league. That player is Buzelis. Now, you might be wondering, who is Buzelis? Well, by the end of this video, you'll understand why he's the future superstar everyone underestimated, why he's the underdog you should have been paying attention to. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll see how this was always meant to be.
Another turnover. Run out Buzelis.
Let's start with the foundation of Mattis's story, his family. The Buzelis name isn't just a random name in the world of basketball. It's a name synonymous with success. In Lithuania, the Buzelis family is basketball royalty. His father, a professional player in Lithuania's top basketball league, laid the groundwork. But Mattis's roots go much deeper than that. His mother was a top talent herself, considered one of the best of her generation. She was a key player for the Lithuanian national youth teams, showcasing a level of skill that was impressive in its own right. But it's his grandfather, Petrus, who is a name that still echoes throughout Lithuania's basketball community. Petrus was the captain of Lithuania's most prestigious club, Žalgiris, leading the team to 6 championships and earning a place on the Lithuanian senior national team. He's considered a basketball legend, not just in Lithuania, but worldwide, and that's the blood that runs through Mattis's veins. In 2025, Buzelis isn't just carrying the Buzelis name, he's elevating it to new heights. But here's the twist. While his family's legacy is rooted in Lithuania, Mattis was born and raised in Chicago. His family emigrated to the US in the early 2000s, and while he embraces his Lithuanian heritage, his life has been shaped by the American basketball scene. This combination of cultures is what makes Mattis such an intriguing prospect. He has the legacy, the talent, and the potential to be an international superstar. You'd think that with such a legendary family, Mattis's path would have been set from the moment he picked up a basketball. But that's not the case. In fact, basketball wasn't even his first love. Mattis didn't grow up on the court. Instead, his first passion was swimming. Yes, you heard that right, swimming. And he wasn't just dabbling in it. Mattis was an elite swimmer, dominating the under-12 breaststroke events across the entire state of Illinois. His talent in the water was undeniable, and he was known for his competitive spirit in the pool. But that wasn't all. Mattis's family also introduced him to gymnastics, where he trained alongside his siblings. This wasn't just a casual hobby. Gymnastics helped develop Mattis's balance, core strength, and flexibility, all of which would later play a huge role in his basketball career. It's not every day you see a 6'10" player who has the flexibility of a gymnast and the stamina of a swimmer. These other sports gave Mattis a natural advantage when he eventually transitioned to basketball. His agility, endurance, and coordination were way ahead of where they would have been had he started basketball at an early age like most players. When he finally picked up a basketball, it wasn't just about learning the game. He was already ahead in terms of athleticism, and that allowed him to focus on his skills in ways many other players couldn't. When Mattis finally made the decision to focus on basketball, the results were nothing short of spectacular. He was already built like a pro player, and his athletic background gave him a leg up in high school basketball. He was no longer just a lanky kid trying to figure it out, he was an emerging star. But he knew if he wanted to make it big, he needed to take his game to the next level. So, Mattis transferred to Brewster Academy in New Hampshire, a powerhouse basketball school known for developing NBA talent. Players like Devonte Graham, TJ Warren, and Donovan Mitchell had all come through Brewster, and now Mattis was about to make his mark. His high school journey wasn't just about making it to the NBA, it was about pushing himself to be the best. His journey was about more than just statistics. It was about learning how to rise to the occasion when the pressure was on. He joined a stacked team, including the late Terran Clark, one of the top recruits in the country before his tragic death in a car accident. It was a devastating loss, and Mattis took it hard. But their bond on the court was undeniable, and together they formed one of the most dynamic duos in high school basketball. By his junior year, Mattis had already been named Gatorade Player of the Year in his state. He was averaging 11.4 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, while leading his team to a championship in New England. But it was his senior year that really put him on the map. In his senior year, Mattis averaged 15.7 points, 5.9 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and shot 43% from three-point range. He was an all-around force, and then came the matchup that would turn heads nationwide. The game against Cooper Flagg, one of the top prospects in the country. The game between Mattis and Cooper Flagg wasn't just another high school game, it was the battle between two of the most talked about prospects in the country. Fans from all over were eagerly awaiting this matchup, expecting Cooper to outshine Mattis. But Mattis had other plans. In that game, Mattis took over. He didn't just score, he controlled the game. He grabbed rebounds, hit clutch shots, and played exceptional defense. But it was the moment that went viral that really solidified Mattis' status as a future NBA star. He swatted Cooper's shot off the backboard, a block that had fans buzzing for days. It wasn't just any block, it was a statement. Mattis Buzelis wasn't just another high school player trying to make a name for himself. He was a player who could stand toe-to-toe with the best and come out on top. This game was the moment that turned Mattis from a rising star to a household name. After his high school career, Mattis went on to compete in the McDonald's All-American Dunk Contest, an event that attracts the top basketball talent in the country. All eyes were on Bronny James, but it was Mattis who stole the show. At 6'10", he had the unique ability to handle the ball like a guard, move like a small forward, and still slam down dunks like a power forward. His performance in the contest made scouts and fans alike sit up and take notice. This wasn't just another dunk contest performance, this was a statement. The decision to join the G League Ignite program was a bold one. While many players opt for college, Mattis chose the path less traveled, the G League. This decision wasn't just about the money, although the $1 million deal certainly didn't hurt. Mattis saw the Ignite program as the best way to prepare for the NBA. He wanted to face professional-level competition, work with NBA coaches, and get ready for the draft by going up against the best in the world. But things didn't go as planned. The G League Ignite team struggled. Their poor performance, including a 2-34 record, hurt Mattis' draft stock. While he performed well individually, the team's struggles led many to question whether he was truly ready for the NBA. Despite the team's overall performance, Mattis had a solid individual season. He was selected for the G League Next Up game, showing flashes of brilliance with 14.1 points and 6.6 rebounds per game. But the question remained, could Mattis lead a team to success? Could he overcome the struggles of the G League and transition smoothly into the NBA? As the 2024 draft approached, the drama reached a boiling point. Zachary Reese had emerged as the top contender for the #1 pick, but Mattis wasn't backing down. He publicly challenged Reese to a one-on-one, saying, "I want to see him in one-on-one. He doesn't want to do that with me." Fans loved Mattis' confidence. In an era where most young players are focused on building relationships, Mattis was about competition, about proving he was the best. His boldness was refreshing. It made fans think, this kid's got something special. Now, as the 2024 NBA draft nears, Mattis Buzelis is at a crossroads. Will the doubts and setbacks of the past hold him back, or will he rise to become one of the most dangerous players in the league? From a kid who almost drowned in the shadows of doubt to a player who could one day define an era of basketball, Mattis' journey is just beginning. The question is, will the world finally see his potential, or will they always wonder what could have been? So, what do you think? Will Mattis Buzelis defy the odds and become an NBA legend, or will he fade into obscurity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm excited to see what you all think. Could this forgotten player be the next big thing in the NBA?